Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here with everyone, ladies and gentlemen, for the next episode of Tower of God, this being episode 7. End of the previous episode, we saw Enoch and Dorsey scrapping, right? They were definitely going at it. We also got a pretty big revelation, reveal with Enoch, and that she's, I guess, not actually a princess, that it was her mother and her family, her parents, were killed by the other princesses, and that's why she, has entered the tower. She's set up for revenge, against the other princesses. So kind of something I wasn't expecting, honestly, with Anak, but they kind of put that together. Kun found out, also what's kind of going on with Anak as well in the previous episode. So they left off on a pretty high note, I gotta say. So I'm really excited, to see what we're going to have with this episode, everyone. We're gonna hop right into it. We're starting at the very beginning, 0 seconds, and we're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1, play. Starting off with the OP, and also something which they had, like, I think I talked about this in the previous episode. They had a good amount of pretty much everything, like exposition, action. I think we're going to be heading into the next test as well. They kind of broke down like the different types of classes, which I still have to memorize them. But like the fisherman, the wave controller, those kinds of things, they broke those down for us in the previous episode, which was cool, definitely. We're like I've been saying, we're continuing to learn more. There's still a lot of mysteries, obviously. There's still a lot we don't know, but we are slowly and surely learning some more things about our characters and the tower itself. So, and also something I guess didn't get when they were saying like the whole shackles thing with Bam. I thought it was, the way they put it, it made me think, okay, this whole contract thing may be against the rules of the tower, but I guess how they meant, what they meant when they put it that way was that, the whole contract thing and whatnot is limiting Bam, and isn't even it's probably a small fraction of the actual power potential that he has with his Shinsu. So that was something that got kind of cleared up for me, thanks to you guys in the comments. We'll see what we'll have in this one. Apparently. Okay. Princesses. Not have intercourse or bear a child. So when they found out Anok's parents, because she was a princess, the mother was a princess, then that's why she got killed. Shoes on a in a showcase. Wait, put it that way? That's the life of a princess. Like, it doesn't sound all that good, huh? Like, yeah, you get pretty good, awesome powers, apparently. The weapons and all that, potentially. But it's like, is it really worth it? Yeah, this is where we left off. Enoch and Dorsey were scrapping. I don't even think Dorsey, like, fought at all. She's just been dodging and avoiding her this whole time. She's like, how can you say that? My parents literally died. Like, my parents were killed. Right. It just kind of pisses her off a little more. Different circumstances for each of them. Hag. Oh. She's trying to take her with her. she's begging for help. What the hell did this just turn into? What the hell? 2 for 1. Well, what did that just turn into? I don't know, but they both are out. Were they the last 2? They were pushing over a lot of people in the midst of them fighting. Like, it just totally did a 180. It was like all serious and like, you don't know hardship. Like, I had to work to get here. Like, you didn't. And then that.
ちょっと優しくしてもらったのよ。ねえ、教えて。姉さんはたった一度も後悔してなかったの。
Ever regret what she did? What? Having a kid?
よく聞いて。
Being in love?
そのおじさんの手を決して離しちゃダメ。ママもすぐ追いかけるから。ね。いい子だから。泣かないの。いい子だから。
Oh my god, I was about to say, like, how could she, like, she's smiling while saying this to, while, like, I mean, look. So what, she wouldn't leave? She kept coming back, getting closer to her? Like, even as a child, she could tell, like, this wasn't okay, but her mom's trying to make her seem like it's okay, that it's not, like...
ごめんね。パパと喧嘩ばっかりで。ああ、もっとして。え？
ああ。
だって喧嘩するとパパがチキンパイ作ってくれるから。まあ。そう思う。
Man, this really makes me like each princess like has like it's a sad. It makes it seem like it's not all sunshine and rainbows for them. You know what I'm saying? Like that it's a lot of them live these sad sort of lives. You know, maybe it's not all what they thought it was going to be. I guess like. Like it makes me wonder like what maybe Yuri's past or some of the other princesses past and what's going on with them, like how they got to where they are, like what has happened. That's what I start thinking about. So this is only like a fraction of what Bam can add, like probably like this much of a fraction, like his actual potential and what lies within him. I mean, we kind of already saw when all that shit was unleashed in the what episode or 2 ago. They're like mind blown that he helped him, that he did something. Oh man, she's slobbering all over it. Oh my god. He had to repay him for this. Damn. Hey, pillows are important though. He's not lying. Oh, what a guy. What a guy. For that one it just tells you how important the sleep in the pillow, you know, that kind of stuff is to him. I wouldn't put it like that.
大丈夫なのか。
どういう意味ですか？
He's not stupid. We're not stupid. They're throwing some shade. Put some shade on him. Something's definitely up. Okay.
エンドロスさんとアナクさんが
Okay.
昨日授業中にやり合って大怪我したらしい。
やり合うってザハードの姫同士なのに。
姫同士だから争うんだろう。権力や支配者からの恩恵にまみれて。もともとあいつらの関係は少し複雑っぽいし。どっちにせよくだらない大バカだな。
大バカってそんな言い方。
党の試験を進むには誰かを蹴落とさなきゃならないんだ。恵まれた力を持ちながら自滅するなんて大バカ以外の何でもねえよ。
けど
知り合いが脱落しちまうのは悲しいよな。
シビスさん、
仲良くなったやつが、特に俺とかいなくなったらなおさらだよな。
うまくいってないのか、お友達集め。なんだ、あと少しじゃん。
提出期限は今日だ。
What does he need? Like, what does he need? 1 or 2 more?
すまない。俺のせいで。
水くせえこと言うな。
He's holding up to it though, at least.
僕らに何かできることはないんでしょうか？
俺の話聞いてた？党の試験は蹴落とし合いだって。
はい。でもせっかくできた友達がいなくなっちゃうのはやっぱり嫌です。それに困ってる時に
Yoru! Is that like his name in Japanese, I guess? I mean, yeah.
はい。
Yoru! I never even like paid attention to that, to be honest.
行くぞ、お前ら。
え？
君様劇場の始まりだ。
ああ、治療費のせいで今まで貯めたポイントはパー。これじゃ
His
試験
stomach's
を目の前
rumbling.
に餓死するわ。ああ、今すぐに私の美しさにほだされた
Someone's about to be here.
で救いの
Maybe Bam? Kuba saying it's showtime.
Yep.
Yep.
お食事を持ってきたんですが、入っても。
私ってついにえ？
What a coincidence.
エンドロスさんが困っていると聞きまして。
だったら早くよこ
確か男女の友情はないと言ってましたよね。
ええ。
ザハードの姫がそこまで断言するということは、普通にご飯を渡しても受け取ってもらえないと思いました。そこで
これに名前を書いて。書い
てもら
They
えた
got a condition for you.
僕らが毎日ご馳走します。
That's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. Come on. Come on now.
僕らも
He stuttered right
エンド
there.
ロスさんと一緒にご飯が食べられたら嬉しいんですけど。ね、ハッツさん。
麗しの姫君と
Yo! Okay, we get to see Hans blush and Endorsi? Both of them blushing? Okay.
私スペシャルランチしか食べないから。貴様らから情けなど受けない。
じゃあ勝手に
She has her tail bandaged up.
喧嘩は元気になってからしましょうよ。
Let Bam handle these conversations. Let Bam handle it.
今日の日替わり。
He's doing pretty good with this. Can't resist. Can't resist.
やりました。
言った通りになったら。
ああ、マジありがとな。首の皮一枚つながったぜ。
この恩は忘れない。
おい、作戦を考えたのは俺だぞ。口下手なてめえらのために台本まで作って。
Okay, they were going off a script. I don't know if Bam was going off a script. Maybe they were. Maybe Hans was, but. Right, and he started blushing when he said that, so I was like, okay. But still, seeing him blush is it's pretty cool to me. And Endorsi was blushing, like, hell yeah.
恩に切る。
聞こえない。
ありがとうございました。
嬉しいね。
くんさん、まさかハツさんに頭を下げさせたくてこの作戦を。
まあまあいいじゃないか、夜。よーし、今日も飲むぞ。初も付き合い。断る。なんだよ、お祝いじゃねえか。
So, subtle scene like that with Rachel, like. Oh, okay, there's more.
ユリさんが？
本当よ。 あの人ザハードの悪童って呼ばれててめっちゃ凶暴なんだから。
信じられ
God's
ない。
imp.
あんな優しい人が。
There's a lot we don't know about Yuri. I mean, just like I was saying before, the princesses in general, like we don't know like a whole lot about them. We probably know the most about Anak. I mean, so far out of all of them. And she's not even like
ちょっと
really.
聞こえ
Is
て
she?
るわよ。
She's not even technically one.
そんなんて
It was her
何？
mother, but the power still got passed down to her. Whatever. Yeah.
久しぶりね。ラヘじゃなかった。ミシェル・ライトさん。
Oh, Michelle Light.
二人の時はラヘルで大丈夫です。あ、そう？他の方々と仲が良さそうですね。ここ何日かご飯をおごってもらってるだけ。女の特権よ。
Sure, you're not warming up to him.
もちろん。よかった。彼、いい男じゃない？え？可愛い顔してるし。なんで正体隠してまで突き放すのか不思議。命がけで自分を追いかけてくる男なんてロマンチック。失礼します。
She's just gonna dodge the
頂上で
conversation or anything to do with them at all.
あなたが手に入れたいものが彼より価値あるものだと祈ってるわ。
Whatever he's seeking at the top is worth more than him. Well, where they're kind of going with it, or what they're trying to make it seem,
おかしいと思いませんか？
is that Bam isn't even all that important to her, right? Like with the previous episode, like
知らなかったのに。
I think Kun was picking up on that too.
ヨルさんの正体って何なんでしょう？私たちに何か隠してるんでしょうか？このままじゃテストに
I feel like whatever they're what they're asking right now, like Bam doesn't even know the answer to these things. Like he doesn't even know himself. The hell? The hell was that?
What? これは何ですか、総試験監督。
ポジション合同テストの計画書だが。
本気ですか？このテストが鬼ごっこという。
Tag.
大マジのマジよ。
何のようだクオント。
Oh yeah, this is the guy I mean, we saw him before, but they've talked about him a decent amount so far. Ooh, I'm kind of interested in that actually. That should be interesting.
試験官1の単細胞が合同テストを仕切るだと。嫌な予感しかし。
That smile giving him a bad feeling.
合格者を除く計28名で行います。せいぜい頑張れよ、亀とトカゲども。なんかすっげえ腹立つ。同じく。テストは AB チームに分かれて。
They still got the pass thing by Rock. Yeah, I'm happy for my boy.
ポイントに反映させていただきます。
夜は B チームかよ。
ええ。バラバラになって残念ですね。
それでチーム対抗で鬼ごっこでもするわけ？
Putting lots of like mysterious like shade on like obviously Rachel, but this dude as well with the horn. I wonder if there's something special with his horns, because we saw like a pile of them. Like, if there's like a certain thing they can do or something, or like something behind them.
皆さんが勝つにはチームの鬼をゴールまで逃がすか、我々の鬼からバッジを奪うか。勝った場合チーム全員に10万ポイント、我々の鬼からバッジを奪った者には20万ポイントが与えられる。
20万ポイント？
我々の鬼がバッジを奪った瞬間に チームの負けが確定する。
我々の鬼って誰なんですか？
それは俺だ。
誰？
誰
驚いたか諸君。
俺らの
love his voice actor too.
安心しろ、手加減してやるから。
It sounds like the guy who says like Golden Kamuy. That's what it sounds like. It might be the same voice actor.
何かアイデアでもあるの？
俺をチームのリーダーにするっていうなら教えてやる。
はあ？
んだこいつ。
まあいいんじゃね？どうせチームをまとめんのは東大森の仕事だ。
もったいぶらずさっさと話せ。
まずはおとりを巻こう。
で、俺が音に。
Why am I not surprised? She was the bait.
頼むぞ。理論3。
Now we're gonna really get to see like how like there's certain positions like exactly work. Like they're kind of putting them to use. I like that.
俺らが勝ったらおそらく
夜は脱落。知ってるよ。
クールだな。あんなに
And will fail? Is that because is he on the same team as Rachel? I think he might be on the same team as Rachel. That's why Kun's saying that with like certainty. That would make sense at least. I didn't really. They kind of scrolled through the team so quickly I couldn't see like.
しかも見るからに負けず嫌い。必ず誘いに。
おいおいおい、おとり作戦とは随分つまんねえことするな。俺様の弟子さんよ。マジで来た。
Oh.
ここで時間稼ぎして鬼を逃がすか？東大森についての勉強が足りねえな。東大ってのはな、神の水を操って空中に飛ばすんだよ。だから東大森の意識が途切れりゃ、
Oh.
てめえらの目が潰れる。
Oh.
もう一人の東大森は鬼と一緒だろ。
どこだ？
一流の創作者に光は必要ない。
チェックメイト。
In unison. In unison.
なぜここに東大が？
悪いが鬼はここ。
Damn, I thought he was gonna be easy on him. He was bullshitting.
俺を捕まえるためか。そんな俺がちょろく見えたか？
だからあいつはダメなんです。
ああ。
切れて見境がなくなる。
So much for taking it easy on him, right?
マジで気分悪いわ。
I love the voice actor for him too, man. Yeah. So like I was saying, probably so much for that, right? Him taking it easy on him. But I do like the concept for like the game of tag. It's kind of cool. But I'm pretty sure Bam is with Rachel. Which I'm gonna have to go back and like look at the teams like after I, end this recording, because I want to see like exactly who's on what team. It might not be like that super important. It would just make sense, right? Like Kun saying that, not even just like, well, I would say especially because if he's on the same team with Rachel, that would be why they failed. But for other reasons as well that I think he mentioned. Now that could have been just like a cover up for him kind of BSing, but I don't know. But this episode, man, the test we're going into, I like the concept. I like, what's his name again? Is it like Quaint? I think that's his name, something like that. I may be mispronouncing it, but he's kind of cool. Like I said, I like the voice actor, and we're just kind of starting to get more of him. So I'm excited for that because he seems like kind of a hothead for sure. So yeah, I'm excited for more of the test. See what we're gonna have with that, especially Bam's team. I'm really interested to see how that goes. But besides that, we had like the stuff with Anak and the princesses, which like we kind of went more into that. Like I was saying, it like kind of like I'm sure not every princess's like life is necessarily the same, like in terms of like the trials and tribulations maybe they had to go through to get here, just like their sad past, or whatever may have happened with their families. Anak might be an extreme case. I would not be surprised if there were other like kind of screwed up cases, maybe even worse than Anok's situation potentially. I mean, I feel like it doesn't get much worse than that, but I guess you never know. And like I said, I kind of wouldn't be surprised. But there's still a lot we don't know about like the princesses and stuff. We haven't really, like I said, Anak is the one we went into the most. We don't really know much about a lot of the others, right? So it's sad in a way. It really is. Just their kind of like the restrictions that are put on them, like how they exactly how they put it, like shoes on a shoe case, or on a showcase, a showcase, right? It's like, it just, to me it seems like, probably to them it sounds like all grand and awesome to be a princess. You get the power and whatnot, but on the flip side, when you look at it a different light, it's like, man, it isn't even actually as good as it's as you would think, right? Or that it's, as good as it sounds. So I do kind of like where they're going with that, or kind of how they're establishing that, or showing that to the viewer, or at least that's how I'm taking it, you know. But yeah, this is another solid episode. I'm liking the scene with Endorsi and like Hots and Bam bringing the food. They brought some food to Anak as well. I really like that scene too. That was kind of cool. You're just seeing the group, even though they're rivals, right? And they're obviously all climbing the tower. They're rivals against each other, but we are seeing friendships and bonds being made and created. Some, like, maybe there's not actually really a bond there, but with certain characters, I feel like they are actually starting to warm up to each other. You know. Also, I'm really curious about what is going on with the dude with the horn. That little glimpse we had of his past. He's kind of a mystery so far. He really is. So they threw kind of some shade and some mysterious vibes around him as well, which they kind of, it wasn't even in this episode. They did that in the previous episode. I feel like yeah, they did. They definitely did in the previous episode as well. So, but like I've been saying, we're still very early on in the whole spectrum of things, so there's a lot we don't know with certain characters and the tower itself and all of that. And another question they're asking, what is actually going on with Bam? Who is Bam actually? And I was like, this guy doesn't even know himself. So it's like we're slowly but surely getting there though, like with a lot of things. So yeah, another really fun episode. I think my timer's been going this whole time, and I think I might have just moved something. So yeah, we should probably end the recording here since I'm screwing things up. I hope you guys did enjoy the reaction. If you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.